Welcome to another day at our Boondocking location. Gloomy today. Believe it or not, this is actually the last nice day in Minnesota this year. Temperatures are in the 50s. Tomorrow the temperatures are going to be 34 and the low is going to be 27 overnight. And then from there it just drops off the cliff until like March or April. I have to do a job on the RV I've been putting off because other projects have just kind of been popping up and you know, they're more important. But this has been leaking. You can't tell right now because you know, it's leaking everywhere. It's not actually raining, it's just there's so much moisture that none of the water on the ground can dry up. This leaks, and this is bad. Once in a lifetime, water flowing. I'm gonna take this whole board out. I don't know how hard this is gonna be, but I have to change both of these two things before the temperature gets freezing because I don't want water dripping down here when it's like below 30 degrees. Let me go find a screwdriver and some gloves. They don't give you any room to work with. You can see, those are all the pipes I gotta get at back behind this plate. But the plate itself doesn't pull out much. What I gotta get to is right up at the top here. What I gotta get to is right here. This is the main thing that's gone bad, as well as this guy. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get all this unhooked without having any room. You can see this guy just dripping water right now. And that's pretty continuous. I'm gonna figure out how to get back behind here and get these disconnected, and then after that I should be able to put it back together with the new stuff. Fingers crossed. I got one of these off. I'm basically just got a pair of channel locks. Don't know how well you can see there, but I'm just turning that. It's like refusing to focus. I'm just turning that down to get that loose so I can pull this out of here. I already pulled my switch that turns the water pressure on and on from the outside. And I'm just slowly taking it apart until I can get to this top unit right here. Because this is bad anyway, this leaks like a sieve, so we're replacing that as well. On the back of this guy, we had these little plastic washers. These were just hand tight, but they were like screwed all the way down so that it was like pinched onto here. After I got the water connections disconnected, I just had to undo these, and then this thing slides right out. I'm gonna take this hose off of this because I'll reuse this hose for the other one. So now that I got this apart, I can go up in there and I can start disconnecting the back of that. First, I'm gonna go get the new one and see what it looks like on the back of there, so I know I'm not disconnecting the wrong thing. Here is the old thing that was definitely from the 90s. It's leaking from here. There's also always leaking from inside of here. You can see that rubber seal has been bad. This was a pain in the butt. I got a pair of, well actually I got this on that part of it right there. This right here was stuck in the back of that, and it was a pain in the butt to turn out. I did take this off first. I want to see if I can get this collar off this hose so I can clean up all this old Teflon tape off this adapter and get a better fit when I put this all together, because I don't want to put this together with all this old Teflon tape because it'll just leak in, which is the opposite of what we want. I still got some work to do on getting this apart a little bit more before I can start putting it back together. I went to the hardware store and I got ourselves a little adapter piece because the new one has these threads in here, the female thread. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this Teflon tape and I'm gonna re-Teflon those threads that I cleaned up. I wasn't able to clean them up much, but let me show you. This wind is picking up and all I wanna do is get this done. You can see those threads are about as cleaned up as I'm gonna be able to get them. So we're gonna put some Teflon tape on them. Hopefully no more leaks. It's in. I don't have it mounted or screwed to that plate yet because I'm gonna wait. This is actually a metal plate. I thought it was wooden. I might have to get up in here and drill some holes to get this thing to fit, or use some self-tappers. Either way, it's not gonna be fun getting that secured to this plate. There it is. It's all connected. I don't think it's gonna leak. We'll test it as soon as I get this faucet back together. So I put Teflon tape on these. This Teflon tape is really thin and garbagey, so this took a few tries. But I got the old hose on. I'm gonna take this outside and put it together. It's in, but that took a small act of God. That was ridiculous. These lines are so tight back here. I hate Winnebago right now. I think I got it licked. Wait, I see a little drip of water back there. I see a drip of water back there. I don't see another one though. Okay, good. I can tie this back up and be done for the day. This thing's a pain in my butt, dude. Getting these all these lines back on here was a miracle. I don't know why they didn't give you a little extra room back here from the factory, but that was not nice. It is 5 o'clock in the morning. My puppy dog is right there. One of What the heck we're doing. I got Artemis started up here. We're gonna go get new tires today. I just cleaned up the kitchen a little bit, started the engine so we can start getting some heat in here because it's 25, 27 degrees outside right now. It's just below freezing. Can run the electric heaters because we do have the battery when I unplug us, but I think I'm gonna let Artemis warm up and then just keep us warm that way. I still have the bus furnace, the RV furnace if I still need it. Everything's looking good. Let me show you the temperatures on our base. 68 degrees right there.
Hey, want to help us out? Subscribe to our channel. It's totally free and it would really bring us joy. Then click the bell notification so you know when we have a new video up. Thanks.
We're gonna just go ahead and let her warm up. You see we got all kinds of oil pressure, which is what you want to see on a big block Chevy. And the air suspension is working like it's supposed to. We're all set. Everything's working. Like for the last 12 hours, everything on this RV has worked. Billy, what do you think about that? You too tired to think?
It is early morning. It's 7 a.m. We were up at like 5:30 and we're gonna go get tires finally. I'm trying to record over this pile of junk. There's Steven reversing, trying not to damage anything. I don't think I'm in the way, but I always feel like I am, but I'm parked, pulled up a little bit further than usual. Poor Bella is in the car. We are here to get new tires. Well, back tires anyway. You thought I was gonna drive.
I set up suspension up for them and they're gonna be able to change that spare.
Where are we going? I don't want to go anywhere.
I don't know.
I want to just park.
Well, let's maybe
We're actually leaving our home.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't like this. I found a Casey's while we wait for tires.
So we're gonna have some breakfast here
and then go back and watch our home like a hawk.
That's what Audrey wants to do.
That's what I want to do. I don't like leaving our home in somebody else's hands. BRB, baby.
Yep.
There she goes.
Well, we didn't get tires. We got back, they took the RV in, and then they immediately called me in because I had a senior moment and ordered the wrong tires. I've kind of been struggling with this tire problem for a little while, and I'm a little upset at myself, to be honest with you. The fronts have been redone to a newer style tire. Back, however, had a very old style tire. It doesn't have a conventional tire name. The size of the tire is actually an R8 by 19.5. So that's all I really had to go off. And so when I first started calling tire companies and asking them about what I should be doing for tires, most of them didn't even know what the heck I was talking about. Like the first tire guy I called, I gave him the tire size. He's like, what the heck? That's not a tire size. Give me an actual tire size. It took me a couple minutes to convince them that that was the actual tire size. And they converted it over to a 225/70 19.5. That's the modern tire size. That's what this RV actually takes. Problem is that my mushy brain has been thinking about roofs and air conditioning systems and heaters and everything else that I've had to do this summer. And I found a cheap set of used tires that were Michelin's, and I thought that they were going to work. And I scraped together a few pennies. They were still like 500 bucks. And I bought them, and they were the wrong size. They were 245/70 19.5. So they were wider and taller than the tires that I need. Yesterday at the tire shop, when they took the RV in, they were going to replace the spare first, and they pulled the spare down, and that's when they realized, well, the tire that I brought in, because I brought in the best of the used tires that I bought to be put on the spare, and then they realized that I had bought the wrong size. It would have been easily fixed if I'd have had more money. They had the Michelin's in stock, however, I don't have Michelin money. Right now we spent so much money on everything else in the RV that like we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel for our tires, but we need tires. I had to order in some more tires from Green Bay. They're gonna be here next week, either Tuesday or Thursday. We'll just have to hope I can get them in before Thanksgiving, because in order to take this thing down to my mom's, we need to get 2 rear tires on there because I don't trust those back ones. And not only that, but the weather has officially changed here, guys. It's 28 degrees out right now. The high is 30, and the next few days doesn't look like it's really getting above freezing either. I think tomorrow's like 32 or 34. Well, the next few days, the high is going to be 32, 34, 34, 30, 25, 18. It's going to get cold here, which means that we're going to be using a lot more propane. It's going to start getting expensive. Next Thursday, I think the video is coming out. We're going to be talking a little bit about what our winter plans are, so make sure you stay tuned for that. If you haven't liked and subscribed, do all those things now. Make sure you hit the bell notification, all that stuff. Really helps our channel out. We really appreciate you. If you like this video and you own an old RV and maybe, you know, curious about how to take care of it, how to do things on yourself. And we run a complete do-it-yourself channel here at RVTV. Check out this playlist here on the left. It's going to have all of our RV repair videos on it. So if you're curious about what it takes to maintain an old RV, thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Bye.